Hello and welcome. I'm Jamie Watts.
And I'm Margaret Watts.
And we are the owners of Worth Cremation Service of Florida, located right here in North Florida. Now you've probably heard about us like most have, through referrals. You see, the way that we do business is we care for friends, relatives, neighbors, loved ones of people right here in our community. These people are so impressed with the level of service that they receive from us, they continue to come back to us for all their cremation needs. Also, they continue to refer their friends and relatives right here in our community. Now, the way we got our start was back in the 80s. We started out in a little one-room house and we grew to cover all of North Florida. What I encourage you to do is take a few minutes and look around our website. What you're going to quickly discover is we have the most unheard of guarantees in cremation service in the state of Florida. Probably in the entire United States for that matter. Nobody, and I mean nobody, stands behind their cremation services the way that we do. And this is the reason why. You see, myself and my mother Margaret, we personally train every first care specialist that works for us, right down to the nice ladies that answer the phone in our office. We train them how to care for you and how to handle any problem that occurs. Why? Because we want you to be 100% satisfied with the services that you receive from us. Now, another great benefit to working with us is that we own and operate our own crematories. This is very, very important in Florida, and here's the reason why. You see, many funeral homes and cremation providers in Florida don't own a crematory. They instead farm out or subcontract the important cremation process to a third party or to a subcontractor. We don't do this because we want to make sure that your loved one receives dignity, care, and respect through the entire cremation process. How can we do that if we're not present when the cremation takes place? So we own our own crematories, we oversee the cremation process, we're there, we're making sure everything's taking place like it should, that your loved one's receiving that dignity and that care that they so richly deserve. Another important aspect to owning your own crematory is this: because we oversee the cremation, we can say with 100% certainty whose cremated remains that we've returned back to you. Now, this can be a real concern of families. And the only way that we can say with 100% certainty whose cremated remains we've returned back to you is if we were actually present and oversaw the cremation ourselves, which is the reason we own our own crematories. I know it can be very difficult to find someone in cremation service that does exactly what they say they're going to do, when they're going to do it, and they don't give you any excuses or runaround when it doesn't get done. Now, oftentimes we encounter families, don't we,
yes,
that they have strict time constraints. Maybe they're out of town and they're only here for a short period of time. They just don't have time for excuses and for nonsense. They need the cremation performed as quickly as possible so they can get back to where they live. With us, you never have to worry about excuses, waiting weeks and weeks and weeks for the cremation to take place. It's very, very simple. We tell you exactly how it's going to be, when it's going to take place. And again, we have those ironclad guarantees, those unheard of guarantees to back up everything that we do. Again, never seen anything like this before. They're very rare in cremation service and they're ironclad.
There is no wiggle room, no fine points, and no escape clauses. We tell you, look, this is what's going to take place, this is when it's going to take place, and if for any reason it doesn't, all you have to do is tell us and we will refund that portion back to you. Also, we have the guarantee that once the legal and company requirements have been met, we will perform the cremation within 72 hours. If for any reason this doesn't take place, we will refund the entire amount back to you. Jamie or one of us will cut you a check.
Again, we'll perform the cremation. We're going to give you a full and complete refund for everything that we do if we do not meet that 72-hour guarantee. Now, obviously, we can't do this every day, can we?
No.
If we did, we would be out of business. So this is what we do instead. We train our staff. We spend time and we spend money making sure that every cremation is performed. That when you work with our staff, it's as though you were working directly with myself or my mother Margaret. And again, like we say, we do this because we want you to be 100% satisfied with the services that you receive from us. Now, to your left, you're going to see a form where you can fill out and request one of our cremation planning kits. Now, this kit is great for anyone that's considering cremation. Within this kit, you're going to find my book, my #1 best-selling book, The Answers to Your Cremation Questions. Now, you can buy this book if you want to at Amazon.com or Barnes & Noble. But if you want to get it for free, all you have to do is request it, and I'll include it in my cremation planning kit. I'm also going to include something in the kit that you can't find at Barnes & Noble or Amazon.com. That's my audio companion guide. It is a 1-hour CD of an interview that I recently did where I dive deep into the subject of cremation. In it, I talk about those dirty little secrets that many in cremation service just don't want you to know about. I'm also going to include in the kit the My Planning Guide. This guide is designed to guide you through the entire cremation process so that you can begin to lay out your wishes and make your wishes known to your family. Now again, we give this guide out to the families that we serve, and it's a great little reference tool that you can use to sit down at your kitchen table, privacy and comfort of your own home, and kind of go through it and answer some of those questions and make all your wishes known. Now, beside the kit, we also have an area in our website that's called the Must Read section. Within the Must Read section are some reports that myself and that my mother wrote, and we talk about different parts of the cremation. One of the reports that I have in there talks about simplicity cremation. Simplicity cremation is a type of cremation services that we offer. It's a simple cremation. In this report, I go through step by step. I talk about every part of the cremation service, what's included, how long it takes, what you can expect. The great thing about this is you can print this out, you can read it on our website, but what it's like having myself or my mom go into your home, sit down at your kitchen table, as your neighbor, as your best friend, and go through and explain to you the entire process of how it works and what's included and what you can expect. Also, I talk about some of those things that, again, others don't want you to know about. So again, read through these reports. Now, there's some other reports in there, like I said a moment ago, just like the audio companion CD, that I talk about some things that you need to be aware of. I don't want you to get ripped off. We encounter people all the time that this happens to, don't we? And we want to avoid that happening. Why do I do that for? Because I'm known as the Ralph Nader of the cremation service. So, read those reports, and I think you're going to find very interesting what you read from those reports.
So again, read the report you want. Many of the families that we service are from out of state, so the cremation online is convenient for them. Even if you live close to our office, it may be a good choice for you. If you're like me, you don't have time to drive all over town, sit in an uncomfortable and unfamiliar office, and sign legal confusing papers. You can make your arrangements using your laptop computer, your home computer, an Android, or anything that connects to the internet. This allows you to make the choices and the services that you want without ever feeling any pressure, in the privacy and the comfort of your own home. Again, remember, our service comes with a money-back, ironclad guarantee.
So again, take a look around our website. If there's anything on our website that you see that you want a little bit more information about, pick up the phone and call us. One of the nice ladies in our office will answer the phone, and they'll help you in any way that any questions that you might have. Hey, don't be surprised if you call and myself or my mom answer the telephone, because hey, that's what we're here for. We're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to answer any questions you have. There's one more thing I want you to be aware of. At the bottom of this webpage, you're going to see the personal cell phone number for my general manager, John Harris. That number is there for the families that we serve to call if they have any problems or concerns while we're going through the process with them. It's there because, again, we want you to be 100% satisfied with the services that you receive from us. Now, let me be real upfront of how this works. We're a mom and pop, family-owned business, aren't we?
Yes.
And so there's not a corporation involved. You're looking at the two people that own the business, and again, we want you to be satisfied. So when you call John and you have a problem, He's not going to give you some lame excuse how, well, let me go check with my boss or let me get that approved or anything like that. That's not going to happen. John has already received his orders from me. I've told John, John, you take care of the families that we serve. You make them 100% satisfied. So John's going to do what it takes to make you happy. He's not going to come back and ask me if it's okay or call Mom and ask her. He's going to make you happy. The buck stops with me. The buck stops with him. So again, I want to thank you for coming to our site, for the opportunity to serve you. Again, we appreciate you for what you do, for coming to our side and to read through this stuff. We know it can be very difficult to make the choices, and we hope that we're able to help you to make those decisions that you're going to be happy with the services you provide. Again, I'm Jamie Watts.
And I'm Margaret Watts.
And we're the owners of Worth Cremation Service of Florida, and we are always able and here and ready to assist you with any information or services that you need. Thank you.
Thank you.